Welcome to Helping Others.
Today we're going to learn about Mrs. Peterson. Let's listen. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Helping Others. Today I have another adult guest for our episode, and I'm super excited. The last several weeks we've really been working on identifying adults that work for our school corporation, and we sometimes see them in our building. And so we thought it would be really fun to kind of learn a little bit more about those adults. So if you do see them in our building, you can say hello. You might even remember some fun facts that we learn in our videos. So, Mrs. Peterson, do you care if we get started?
No, let's get started.
Okay, we're gonna ask you some questions.
Okay.
So can you tell us a little bit about your job and what do you do for the school corporation?
Okay, so my job is called Communications Coordinator.
Okay.
And what that means is that I do all of the communications from the district level. So I get to share all the stories of all the good things that are happening in our schools every day, and then share them out to our parents and to our community.
Okay. So our kids would know, like, Facebook.
Yes.
That's you.
Yeah. So I wear a lot of hats, which
Yes.
doesn't mean I actually wear hats. That expression means that I have a lot of responsibilities, different responsibilities. So I run a website and a mobile app, and I run social media. So we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Well, X now.
Yes.
And I also do graphic design and edit videos, and I make reels and TikToks and YouTube videos, and I also make graphics and flyers. So
Yes.
I make billboards, all sorts of different things that I do to share our stories.
That is awesome. We have a lot of students who, on their career, they are interested in YouTubing
Oh yeah.
and making videos, and so this is a part of your job.
It is.
You
a
get
part
paid
of my
for.
job. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a cool way to get things out that we're doing in our schools.
Mhm.
I will say, though, a little shout out, though, that we work the summer school for migrants, and I will say that we have had the administrators in different schools have complimented how well our website is laid out.
Oh, good.
Information is easy to find when we register. How do we register? What's needed? It's always like there, and it's up to date.
Yeah.
So that's important.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of work to keep it up.
So we appreciate that. So, did you go to college?
I did, but I used to be a dental assistant for a
No
long time ago.
way!
Yes, I used to work for an oral surgeon who helped people pull teeth.
Okay.
out a lot.
Okay.
And I did that for 10 or 12 years, but then when my children were born, I took a break to be a mom. And then when I came back to wanting to work again, I kind of got back into the schools and then eventually got this job.
Okay, well, welcome.
Yeah.
So did you know that you would be posting on social media and recording and doing all the things that you're
No.
doing?
When I was in school, Facebook didn't exist. That's
Yeah.
how old I am.
But now it's such an important part about what we do.
Yes.
Because that's how
absolutely.
parents are informed, like what we're doing, the fun things that we do at school. Parents want to see pictures, but we got to make sure that you get them so we can post them online.
Absolutely, and share those good things.
Yeah, we have lots of cool things. So what would be your favorite part of your job here working with communication and talking with parents?
I think it's just because I get to focus on all the good things. And so I get to go to all the schools and see what all the students are learning and all the interesting things that they get to do every day and share those positive stories, and it's a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
I also get to be creative too, which I enjoy.
Yeah, I bet that is fun. And what would be the hardest part of your job?
Well, social media never really turns off. And so sometimes it feels like I work all the time because it's on my phone. And so sometimes I have to force myself to turn the phone off and be with my family and not work all the time.
Yeah.
And I also don't like getting up at 5:30 in the morning to call off on a snow day.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's
Yeah.
you.
Yes. Mr. Frank texts me at 5:30 and I have to get everything ready by 6 a.m.
Because that's important, because parents
Yeah.
need to know and not send their kids to
Exactly.
school.
I bet the students really like getting
This
that call.
is so fun because now if we ever have future snow, all the kids will know
Yeah.
it's Mrs. Peterson
Mrs.
who
Peterson.
got up really early.
Yeah.
We're so thankful that she did.
Yes. Exactly.
How fun. So yeah, and then also like being on social media, sometimes there's probably people in the community who aren't happy and they may make opinions, but that had nothing to do with you.
Right.
So that would be hard.
And sometimes it's hard to talk to people when they're upset,
Yeah.
and try to listen to them and try to solve their problems.
Yeah, I
It's
like
hard.
it. That could be lots of skills, though. Lots of skills.
So
we talk a lot about ACEs with our kids at Hope, of course. And we have different ACEs in our lives that mean different things to us. And so we've been really trying to reflect and having adults reflect on who their ACEs were when they were in like 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. So who would have been your ACE at this age?
Well, the Ace of Hearts would have been my dad.
Okay. So your anchor, your parent.
My parent. And then my uncle he's a very successful person.
Okay.
He's actually met former presidents and he's won a lot of awards. He was a hospital administrator, and so he always made me feel like I could do whatever I wanted to do or be whatever I wanted to be.
Okay.
Okay.
That's nice.
And then also my 6th grade teacher. She saw how much I love to read, and she put my essay in for an essay contest, and I didn't win, but it made me feel like she believed in me, and it made me feel like I could do more than I thought I could do.
I love that. You probably tried really hard in that class because you knew that she was expecting. I love that. Thank you for sharing. What was her name?
Mrs. Wilson.
Mrs. Wilson, and you still remember that name?
I still remember. That's a long time ago.
I love that. I love that. No, it's important. These kids are going to meet adults in their life that are going to make and shape the person that they are. And it's really important to kind of try to, who are my ACEs? You know, what do I want to be when I'm older? And then we also talk about hobbies. And that's been a really fun, we kind of talked about this in our last video. Some adults work a lot. But we need to find that healthy balance, and part of Kids at Hope is letting our kids explore different hobbies. But it's also been what adults are exploring too. I know for myself, I've had to figure out what is my hobby.
Sometimes it's hard to find time.
Yeah, because you put everybody else, you know. So do you have any hobbies?
Well, I love to read.
Okay.
And right now I've been really listening to a lot of audiobooks because I can listen in the car and I can listen when I'm cooking. I also like to cook.
Okay.
I like to crochet.
Oh.
And, my kids are grown now, but they're married or engaged, and so we like to get around and play board games a lot.
Okay.
So that's a lot of fun too.
Okay. Those are some really good hobbies. I like that. Thank you for sharing. And then what is your dream job? This has been a really fun question to ask.
When I was younger, I wanted to be a book editor so I could just read books all day long.
Oh, okay.
That would be my dream job, I think.
A book editor? See, and that would be a nightmare for me. It's so fun. But no, that's an interesting career. A book editor. I like that. But yeah, you could take your hobby and then you would get paid.
Absolutely.
What a great dream that would be. That'd be perfect. Well, I've had so much fun getting to know you, and I hope the students at Washington Intermediate have also had fun. It's kind of nice to get to know people, you know, a little bit. So next time you see Mrs. Peterson, make sure you say hello.
Yeah, I usually have my camera around my neck. So say hi, maybe I'll take your picture.
And that's why she's here. She's doing those things for social media, and we're usually doing something, and she's trying to update people in our community. So we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye, guys. See ya.
Thank you for watching.